today. From Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
They had no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. On first down, Hurts.
He'll buy some time right. And he's going to keep it here. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Now the first carry for Marlon Mack. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Second down, here's Hurts.
Steps away to his left.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And Pascal's got it. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back.
They'll run on first down. It's Mack. Mack gets hit and the ball is free. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So here come the Eagles for their initial possession of the game. Leading him out, their quarterback from the University of Nevada, it's Colin Kaepernick.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On first down, Kaepernick almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10.
Gonna look deep for Jeffrey.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one.
And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
20-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick.
And his throw is incomplete.
Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver.
But now it'll be 3rd down.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Parkey with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. While the trainers take a look, we'll step in. And the pressure gets to him again. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
A loss of 7 yards.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Colts, nothing.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A beautiful fake.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now this throw caught left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now Green, staying on the ground. Let's hope he's all right. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. We'll check on his status when we get back. Leaping, and he makes the grab. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
the kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken in the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times.
Hurts fumbles it.
And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get to the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jordan Howard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
If you did know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Fielded in the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Marlon Mack now heading back out there. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Kaepernick. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle.
And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
They run with Howard. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Jordan Howard with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Taken in the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Indy set to go on offense once more.
You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
Rodrigo Blankenship.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Jackson now to return. Gets around him.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there.
At their own.
While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Kaepernick now on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
We'll check on his status when we get back. Nigel Bradham brings him down. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Hurts.
It's his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox.
Hurts pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
4 yards. 1st down, Colts.
Hurts.
That's into the hands of Pascal. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 30. 10. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Now parking for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts, not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2, but I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
3rd down.
Here's Hurts to throw. Hurts fumbles it.
And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Trying to go back to Watkins, but it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Oh, Kaepernick's going to throw it. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. This is caught. Watkins. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Kaepernick again. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore.
Intercepted by the Colts.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and it's 3rd and short.
It's 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
He dumps this off to Mack, and he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. Jeffrey with a catch left side. Now Green, staying on the ground. Let's hope he's all right. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Kaepernick looking to throw. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
To throw, Kaepernick. He'll rifle this one deep right. This is caught inside the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Now Parkey for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Isaiah Rodgers on the return.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
Pride on the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was that they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Eagles, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.